My name is Samuel Bolu. When the European market switched on to the new variety called MD2, it was very difficult for us to adopt to the new variety because we don't have the technology. The land preparation is quite different. The fertilization, almost everything was different. And at the end, if you continue the way it was, we would have ended up even closing up the farm. Thanks to SDF, we received a grant of 248,000 Ghana cedis, which enabled us to bring in a consultant who is currently teaching us to cultivate the new variety MD2. At the moment, we have been able to increase our yield from 20 tons to 80 tons per hectare, and we are able to sell to European and North American markets.
The Skills Development Fund, SDF, is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with funding from the World Bank and DANIDA to help Ghanaian firms become competitive. From now till 20th January 2014, SDF is requesting firms that require innovative skills and technology to submit their proposals for assistance. Visit sdfghana.org or call 0209 977 796 or 0209 977 899. SDF, funding for skills and technology development.
The Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana has been spearheading the cultivation of the plant in Ghana. Mushrooms, we all know, are very nutritious and have tremendous medicinal value. However, the plant is not available in commercial quantities all year round and in the right quality due to some production and marketing challenges. Today we are visiting the Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana to find out how they have benefited from SDF support. My name is Albert Ankra and you are warmly welcome to SDF Diaries.
A universal need for all mankind is food. Reliable supplies of low-cost, nutritious and readily available food for the population are the key items to a stable and healthy society. Until this basic need is met, poverty alleviation and economic development cannot take place. One of such plants, which serves nutritious and medicinal purposes, is the mushroom. Edible mushrooms can be produced on a wide range of waste material. The oyster mushroom complex appears to be the best candidate for production in the West African climate. These mushrooms are primary cellulose decomposers and can grow on almost any plant material substrate, including banana waste, coffee residue, sugarcane, bagasse, paper or cardboard waste, river grass, sawdust, and nearly all other agricultural waste. This is why mushroom cultivation has now evolved from an art into huge agribusiness all over the world by way of the most innovative production technology and biotechnology available. Ghana has not been left out in this evolution. Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana, MAGRAG, a group of mushroom growers spearheading the cultivation of the vegetable in Ghana, was formed in 1994 by trained farmers from the National Mushroom Development Project. The organization, among others, has the following objectives: to promote the interests of mushroom producers and exporters in Ghana, to encourage and promote large-scale production, processing, marketing and consumption of good quality mushrooms, to ensure that good quality mushrooms are sold to the consuming public by instituting appropriate quality control measures, to provide opportunities for consultation, communication and exchange of views among producers and exporters and with governmental and other non-governmental bodies. Mr. Theophilus Corte is the president of the Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana.
MOGREG was formed 17 years ago, precisely June 26, 1996, by a group of people who benefited from the Mushroom Development Project, National Mushroom Development Project. The core objectives of the association is to advance the skills and technology of members in modern mushroom production. It's also to mobilize the members on one platform so that we can develop and promote the interests of members, and also to seek assistance for them, such as advancing the accessing SDF culvert facility and also for government interventions and other facilities locally and internationally. Our other objective also is to produce quality mushrooms for the local market and the export market, and also to collaborate with any other organization that will be beneficial to the promotion and the development of the mushroom industry in Ghana.
Since its formation years ago, the association had been saddled with challenges which have been hampering the growth of the industry. The challenges include the lack of local and international markets, poor methods of cultivation, limited availability of spawns for mushroom cultivation, lack of management skills.
We have a membership of 100 people spread across all over the country. Mushroom production has been an indigenous trade here, and members of Mugreg haven't got any formal training in mushroom production. Our other challenge, because of that, it makes us compromise on the quality, because everybody is doing it the way he or she thinks. So that is one of the challenges that was confronting the association. The other challenge is also lack of spawns and contamination of spawns. Mugreg always members patronizes the spawns produced by Food Research Institute, and most of the time you place orders for the spawns and you don't get it. You have to wait for weeks before you get the spawns, by which time your compost and the bags that you have prepared waiting for the spawns to inoculate them might have gone bad. The other thing too is that when you also get the spawns, most of them will be contaminated. There are times you get to the place, they tell you the spawns are there, but they are contaminated, so they cannot release it. So that is a challenge. The also challenge we have is after producing the mushrooms, how members would package it so that it can be properly presented in the market was a challenge. We're all just putting them just in polythene bags and finding it into the market, and we thought that those three challenges must be addressed, and that is the key reason why we applied to the SDF Cultivate facility, so that we can address all these three main areas of challenge.
The Food Research Institute has enjoyed a virtual monopoly on the production of spawn to service the over 2,000 growers nationwide. Demand for spawns now outstrips supply. Ideally, there should be one spawn production facility servicing about 50 to 100 mushroom growers, but the situation is absent in Ghana. The association members also have limited understanding of the international market trends and standards, and are therefore constrained in terms of knowledge and skills in marketing and packaging. In 2012, Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana, MAGRAG, successfully applied to SDF for funding to support the training of 30 members in spawn production, mushroom cultivation, harvesting, packaging, and marketing. SDF approved a grant of 96,862 Ghana cedis. The fund also covers cost of training materials.
The Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana has been supported by the Skills Development Fund. This is because even though they have been cultivating mushrooms and selling and so on, they have had some challenges, some of which relates to where they get the supply of the spawns. The spawns are, call it the seeds that are used to grow the mushrooms. Now, they used to have this supplied to them from the Food Research Institute as the sole supplier of this spawn. This training now will make it possible for them to grow the spawns themselves, because when this supplier was the only entity that supplied them, it created a lot of challenges for them. Sometimes they placed orders and it wasn't coming in the time that they wanted it, it delayed, and meanwhile they have orders to satisfy, and because this is delayed, they are also not satisfying their customers, and the customers get frustrated and leave, and so on and so forth. So this is a key challenge that this training sought to overcome, in that now they are able, by the training given them, this technology has been transferred to them such that they can now grow the spawns themselves. And this major setback has now been done away with, and they can move ahead. In addition to they being able to also package the products in a manner that satisfies the customers.
Members of Mushroom Growers and Exporters Association of Ghana have undergone a series of intensive training sessions at the Food Research Institute in the growing of spawns and packaging of mushrooms. The skills acquired has enabled members acquire competencies in how to grow their own spawn and package their mushrooms without having to travel to Accra and queue for months in search of spawns. This has led to an average increase of 30% in the productive capacities of beneficiary mushroom farmers. Among the beneficiaries of the skills training is Mr. Joseph Mensah Abesi, a member of Magriag.
Before the training, I was not getting enough spawn. Sometimes I produce the bags and looking for spawn, and they will tell me the spawns are not ready. I have to wait maybe sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks before the spawns are ready. And sometimes I'm not able to meet the production target or the demand of my customers. So we also have to wait until the spawn are ready before I produce the bag and supply them. But after the training, now producing my own spawn, and it has also helped me to reduce cost of production, because I was buying it first from those who were producing the spawn. But now that I'm producing my own spawn, it has reduced my cost of production on the spawn by about 50%, and that is good for me. And also it has also helped to reduce contamination, because now I'm producing the spawn myself, so I watch it very well before I use. So the rate of contamination has also reduced. The Mushroom Growers Association has over 100 members, but only 20 of us benefit from this spawn training. So what we are going to do now is we're going to organize our members in all the regions, the growers in all the regions, and then those who are in production of bags, and also impart this knowledge to them so that they can also produce the spawn that will help them to reduce their cost of production and also maximize profit.
Mr. Ampem Darko, another Magriag member, tells a story of how the skills acquired in mushroom cropping and packaging has enhanced his business.
We've been growing mushroom for the past 5 years, but the SDF training facility has provided me with an opportunity to have a formal training in mushroom. All along, I've been doing it just by try and error basis. And when the facility came up, I took opportunity of that. And I must say that I have benefited a lot from the training. First of all, we went through the spawn training. And as a cropper, as somebody who produces mushroom directly, the spawn training afforded me the opportunity to identify mushroom seedlings or bugs which were defective, and that had impacted positively on the quality of mushroom that we produce these days. So much so that these days, while we had problems with marketing, as I speak to you now, we cannot meet the market because the quality has improved significantly. I want to add further that the training has improved our production in terms of quality, and I think our clients are happy with it, especially in terms of the packaging. Now we have got very good laborers following from the training.
My name is Jacob Enu Ansa, and I own Enu Ansa Farms. What we are into is tilapia hatchery fishing. We are concerned about increasing our production. Our biggest resource is water. Our riverbed where we source our water is drying up and we needed to recirculate the little that we get. So we heard about SDF. We applied, they approved our application, got the funding that we needed to help us install the recirculation aquaculture systems, and also supported us bringing an expert to train us and install the systems. Since then, we've been producing 600,000 from the previous 200,000 monthly. Indeed, we have capacity to do up to 1 million fingerlings.
The Skills Development Fund, SDF, is an initiative of the Government of Ghana with funding from the World Bank and Danida to help Ghanaian firms become competitive. From now till 20th January 2014, SDF is requesting firms that require innovative technology to submit their proposals for assistance. Visit sdfghana.org or call 0209 977 796 or 0209 977 899. SDF, funding for skills and technology development.
Madam Pamela Aite is a female Magrak member who in the past tried unsuccessfully to produce her own spawn. Today, her story is different.
I've been in the industry for 14 years. I produce compost bags, fresh mushroom, and then spawns, and I also train other people. But before the convert training, I was doing my own spawns, but I had a whole lot of contamination. There were contamination at times, 70%, 80% contamination. But during the convert training, I learned a lot about the spawn production. Example, we learned that the selection of the grains are very important. So we were taught to select. Not every grains can be used in the spawn production. We learned also that after sterilization, we add lime to it. I wasn't doing that. So I got to know that you have to add lime. And then during transfer, how you keep the place neat, how you have